Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Waifu Hivers. Ba-na-na-ba-na-na-bum-bum. Yeah, why not? That sounds good enough. I was like, should we call it some more Kenshi still, or should we call it Waifu Hive? And you know what? Waifu Hive just sounds better. So, like I said in the previous episode, we were going to do just a little bit of early game cheese-a-rooney to get ourselves up and going. So, basically, picking up right from where we left off, we go and loot the quiet ruins, which was oddly quiet, since I don't think the little spiders spawned, but the big ones did, so it was still dangerous. But after we ran around and looted it, we went to one of the nearest hive places, tried to do some selling, did some buying, and then we find ourselves right back here. So, all in all, day 2, 15 hours into the day, we have, rounding up, 27,000 cats. So, yeah, pretty good start. We also have 2 new weapons, being a Guardless Katana Mark 1 and a Guardless Katana Katon number 3. We do also have a single building material, a book, some ancient science books, and we still have 2 engineering research left over, combined with a single ancient weaponry text and a little bit of food. Alright, and then we also got a skeleton repair kit. So all in all, yeah, basically really early, and running from the hub over to there gives you almost enough athletics to outspeed those spiders anyway, if you're careful with your pathing. Not that they spawned for us, but still, it's like, it's such a good start. It is ridiculously good. In the base game, it's probably a better idea just to do tall, or beak thing eggs. I was gonna call them tall birds. But we're not doing base game. So, what I want to do, I want to buy this shack, get it going, do a little bit of research, do some gambling, and then, debatably, I want to get all of our Hiver buildings researched, and then I think we're going to start a really early base. And I was kind of thinking of putting it kind of over by here. I know these islands are taken. Technically, living on an island would be amazing as Hivers, but it's also not the most, not the best thing that we could do. But because I believe Hivers are immune to acid rain, or am I thinking of skeletons? Either way, we'll figure it out as time goes. But yeah, we basically have the early game up and going. Now we just need to do a little bit of research before we branch out to our own, and then we can actually start getting some new people too. Alright, so, quick rundown of all the not so exciting things that we have done. First, we got a ton of research done to, get us started and going. I made a shopping list of items that we would need to build essentially a skeleton crew base. And I also looked up a few guides and posts for good base locations because I am crap at choosing. And while that was going on, the other 4 queens were constantly mining just for a little bit of income, since we needed more books and food, and even though it's not a lot, a little income is still income. Then, once our research was all said and done, we broke down everything we had and started moving to the new base location that I had in mind. But it wasn't without its own set of complications. First we got ambushed by a bunch of gorillas, and then we got attacked by an omega dog, and luckily we all managed to survive, but we did end up losing a limb in the process, as well as multiple others that we almost lost. But after an extremely long resting session, I moved directly over to the base that I had in mind, which is exactly where we're picking up right now. So I'm trying to think of a layout for this base. My thinking is, we'll be safe from the water. We have a mountainside directly beside us. And while, there's a bunch of trees and stuff in the way, we're also right next to a hiver base, which we could potentially run to for safety if we need. Now, as far as fuel and stuff, still thinking about that. Still thinking it through. I also am unsure if I even brought enough supplies to build all of this. I know I can build most of it, but I think there will be like 2 things that are left unfinished. So, we're just going to build it, because this is basically going to be like a temporary base, kind of just to keep us safe for the moment. I know it's not going to be perfect, but it'll do for now. So, let's go ahead and bring all of our queens. Let's have them all build. Okay, all of them are now engineers. Fantastic. Okay, so basically what I'm going to build, I have a tribal stone mine, which is going to allow us to make some cannibalistic things. We have a regular stone mine, which obviously is going to help us with building materials. Manual stone processor to process said stone. Then I'm making a survival tent just in case we get beat up a little more so that we can heal up. And then I made a hive hut, which is basically going to be where we're going to do all of our research. Now, it might not be big enough, and yeah, that would be a problem. But we also have an iron resource deposit, which has a 100 iron quality, and I'm also going to build a itty-bitty copper mine, which has a copper quality of 99, but its max efficiency is 14%, so, maybe not perfect, but this is a dang good location. And then, after we do a little bit of research, I am going to make a couple farms, because we have green and arid, and it is 93% fertility with a 70% yield. That is extremely good. If we can get that up and going somewhat soon, we don't need to worry about food at all. So, we're going to name this one the Shore Hive. Ah, look at that. We're really... yeah, we're really working that one. Okay, so we're building this one up because we have a little bit of animal skin. We're making a couple torch posts just so I don't lose where everyone is. Okay. They're making the copper mine. Excellent. Can never go wrong with copper. Plus, we could potentially sell it to the hivers nearby. Okay, they're working on that. We got a couple people making the stone processor. Awesome. Okay, well, provided we don't get attacked too heavily again, what we could always do is the coward strat, where, say, oh man, an attack is coming from this direction. Well, then we run this direction. And because we don't have any walls or gates, they'll just kind of leave after a while. Which is, absolutely perfect. Considering we really can't win many fights right now. Did we not bring enough building materials? No, we did not. Okay, well, we might have to pay that hive a visit a little bit sooner than I thought. But hey, main thing is started. Okay, the core village didn't have anything, so I'm kind of hoping this one does. Whoa. You're part of the Dark Hive. Ooh, okay, we might have some people. Also, you guys are still chasing me? Are you kidding me? Why? Why are you guys still chasing me? And they're still after me. Okay, so let me think. Supply warehouse. Oh, it's probably owned by them. That's probably why. Let's see if we can get in before they notice us. Oh, it's locked. Well, I will come back then. In the meantime, I'm just gonna try and run past you to the hive. Oh yeah, I'm faster. Also, I bought a super cheap economy arm. I figure a crappy arm is better than no arm at all. You guys giving up? Some of you are. You running back to this tower? Kinda. Eee, what the heck are you, foul hound? Look at these guys. What in the world? Nasty looking things, aren't you? Oh my god, he's got 145 dexterity. Well, oh, Black Hound of Vane. Oh, 171 attack. You know, this guy has a, like, Omega bounty on his head. However, we have the Recruit Prisoners mod. He might not be a hiver, but he is an animal. Is there a world where later, obviously not right now, but later, we come back here, try and beat him, and instead of turning him over for money, we just flat recruit him into our ranks? It's a thought. It is certainly a thought. I don't know that it's a good thought, but it is a thought nonetheless. Okay. Now then, where is your supply store? Supply for animal. We got a bar. Ooh, I think all of the hive villages around me legit do not have any building materials. Oh, that sucks. Well, I thought I was fully prepared, but I might still have a little bit left to do. Now, what I could do, I could technically run upwards into this place, because there's also someone that we can hire there, if you know what I mean. But in the meantime, do you have anything? Ah, single building material. That's better than the rest have had. Okay. Well. Yeah, looks like we're pretty much out of luck. Unless the barkeeper has any. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So I should have been a little bit more prepared than I was. I thought I mathed everything out. Oh. Yeah, I thought I mathed everything out. Unfortunately, did not. So we're gonna have to see what I can do about that. What you got? Plenty of authentic building materials, but this is for, like, hive stuff, which we're not at yet, but I would love to make. Okay, fine. Actually, you know what? Let's run down here. And we're gonna check this place. And then we're gonna see what we can do. Meanwhile, we have animals for sale. I don't really have money for animals right now, though. I mean, I'll come talk to you just so you leave me alone. Wait, are you guys getting burned? Oh, that must suck. Hi. Show me what you have. What do you have? If you have something like super cheap, maybe we'll do it. Golden wolf, white wolf, bone dog, savannah hound. Mountain dog, mountain dog. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're all very nice. All of them have legit 0 stats, though, so... should we buy a bone dog? I mean, I do have the mod where we can give them backpacks, so debatably they would do really nicely at transporting things, but at the same time... Oh, well, actually, they'd be really nice at defending us, too, huh? Which one? Alright. You know what? We'll get one. We don't really have the food to feed her right now. But it'll be fine. Yay, look at her. Adorable.
Come to me.
Alright. This bone dog shall now be our defender. I should have renamed it! Oh! I'm so dumb. Alright, well, her name is permanently Bone Dog, I guess. Ah! Looks like we have a beep following us. Okay, so still in search of building materials. Also, not sure why this happened, but as if it wasn't bad enough that she lost her arm, yeah, apparently she got flagged and arrested for assault, even though she obviously was not. I don't get it. Sometimes Kenshi just likes to beat up your people for no reason, and Princess is getting absolutely beaten up. Alright, well, may as well recruit Beep since we're here, and... oh. Okay, no, you're in jail, so don't do that. Okay, you, Lily, come recruit Beep. And Beep is now ours. Another hiver for the cause. Now we just need to get him home somehow. As far as food, I mean, we're fine. But what I went ahead and did, I bought us some real cheapo backpacks. 30% encumbrance reduction, not great. But the important part is they're backpacks. So we can feed our bone dog now, and we can carry a little bit more stuff. Not to mention, super cheap. Very happy about that. Beep, enjoy your new bag. Perfect. Okay, now we just got to get you both home. But first, I still need building supplies. In fact, I only need one now. Because Princess can make a hiver hut because of some of that raw foul meat we found. So, yeah, I mean, hey, if I come across a couple dead beak things, I'm not gonna say no. So, while waiting around for Lily and Beep to get back, and while Princess was in jail, I decided to bring Ava over to the same town Princess was in to see if maybe I missed any building materials. Now, on the way over, I noticed a little bit of fighting, and with some tactical waiting around, all of our people, most of them, now have some fairly decent armor. Then, once Princess finally got released, I started heading home, where we saw a random trader who had some building supplies. Now, of course, we didn't have any slots for the building supplies, so I tried to bring Ava over to, shop, get some supplies. Unfortunately, she didn't swim fast enough, and while I was busy looking at that, everyone died. So, yeah, went ahead and restarted that one, and after a restart, that trader was no longer there. So, we're still looking for building materials, but I actually smartened up a little bit and just disassembled our torches, and that was enough to allow us to make our stone mine, so finally we can get some building supplies naturally. Yeah, right when I finished it though, here come the rebel farmers, who for some reason want to kill us, and also they have a very reasonable raid size. But luckily we got away before they saw us, and because we don't have any walls or gates or anything set up, they just kind of left after a little bit. So yeah, that's basically the TLDR of what's happened. That's probably been like a good hour or two of just twiddling my thumbs. But here we are. So, I am building a hive house where we're going to be able to put down our research station. That is going to be amazing. However, it's going to need a little bit of building materials, which is a problem. Now, I might regret this, but I'm going to put up some walls to potentially stop any invading forces from doing that again. And I'm hoping that them swimming through the water is going to make it to where they, like, kind of get a little bit of acid burn and, they're nice and weak. And then, that just really works out for me in case they do see us or they stick around. I'm not going to put any walls on the other side, though, because I'm not sure what makes them stick around. But I'm pretty sure they'll stick around if it's actually, like, closed off. So we're not going to close off our base. And for the moment, our single windmill is actually generating 28 power. So, hey, that's pretty good. We made another torch post. Okay, awesome. Actually, speaking of, I want to remake those torch posts because I would like to be able to see at night. So let's put torch post right here. And then bring one over here. Right there. And there you go. Well, there's our 2 torch posts. And then at some point, we will create everything else. We definitely need to make some chests. Let's go ahead and make this survival tent just in case we get beat up at all. Bam. There we go. Okay, awesome. So now, we play the waiting game with building materials, but at least we're actually generating building materials. As for, like, food and stuff, yeah, a little bit of a problem. Technically, we do have the cannibal option, but we don't actually have anything to cannibalize yet, so little bit of a problem. But we'll get stuff at some point. What are you two doing? These two are just hanging out. Why? Oh, because there's literally no space for them to do anything. Alright, well, hey. I'm pretty happy with where we're sitting so far. Oops, sorry, hit the mic. But, yeah, definitely, we have had worse starts than this. Rather, I have. But hey, little bit of leg armor for Princess. We actually have some backpacks, although they're not amazing. Lily currently doesn't have any armor, which sucks. We do have the Hive Soldier armor, but we don't have any Hive Soldiers. And then, yeah, overall, we're doing okay. We have some decent weapons, decent armor, a couple backpacks, a lot of materials that are pretty much ready to go if we can ever get stuff built. So, yeah, it's just going to be a little bit of a waiting game. Now, I do want to give Beep a little bit of food for his backpack. Let me see. So let's bring Princess, and then let's just, oh, that's going to be annoying to edit out every time. Let's go ahead and drop some meat. Let's have Beep come pick it up. There we go. And now our Bone Dog is actually able to eat. And +5 all stats. Bone Dog is starting to get a little bit tanky. Provided we can keep the Bone Dog alive, he's actually going to be a very beneficial part of this thing we've got going. Because Bone Dogs, I don't know if you knew this, are OP. It's a good thing that we made as much money as we did at the start, because good lord, we are starting to burn through it. Not that it's not going to a good use, but still. So, bought a bunch of food, 4 food cubes, that should do us very nicely, 2 bowls of corn, 4 porridges, cooked vegetables, and of course, steel cut oatmeal. I also got us 5 green fruit, so that we're actually able to make our own cooked vegetables. Seems like a good choice to me. Also, because we are next to the sea, if we can get some fishing nets, then we might be able to just catch ourselves some fish. Okay, let's see. Are you selling any, perchance? No, not that I see. You're selling fish, but, you know, not exactly what I'm looking for. Is there any other shops around? Maybe you guys will have one? Okay, they're calling me a deserter, which makes sense considering I'm a southern hive. However, I am talking to western hives, so a little weird. Okay. Well, I wanted to give it a try. So, let's go ahead and head back to our own little shore hive. Traitor! No! He's very upset that we're leaving. We'll be back. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now, as for how it's going over here, we almost have this built. We need 3 more building materials, which they're hard at work at, especially Beep. Look at Beep go. Okay. Now we need someone at this pretty much permanently, so let's just have Princess sit on this. Lily will be back at some point, and then all of us can get a fair amount of food. And when Lily's back, we're also going to be able to get our green fruit farm going. It's a little hidden in there, but they're right here. I know they're a little bit hard to see, but trust me, they're there. I would never lie to you. Not sure what this background noise is. Also, I went ahead and set up a little hive hut, which is where we will store all of our cannibalistic things. For example, corpse worm, building materials, limb storage, cannibal food barrel, and the refinement bench, which allows us to turn the tribal building supplies into regular ones. So, you know, pretty good. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop multiple food cubes, and the people who need them the most can just come get them. And then I want to start building this right now. There we go. Okay, now you get one. Who else really needs one? Lily has all the food, so she'll be fine. So yeah, Ava, come get this one. Amber, come get this one. Queen doesn't need one. Beep will get 2 of them, since he's also feeding the dog. Okay. Ah! And then put both of these right here. Okay, excellent. Beep will continue to feed Bone Dog. Let me see. And then we need to pass out everything else, so 1 for Princess. And then we'll just hold on to it for now. Yeah, that should be fine. Now, we need water. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Because it's raining, we don't need water barrels. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. I think, and I hope. Hey, it has potential, though. It's already growing. You know what? Well, no, wait a minute. We will still need water barrels because we actually need it to make food. But even still, this is proving to be a really, really good spot. I mean, yeah, there's like danger around every corner, but there's a hive above us, 2 hives below us, and there's also a hive to the right of us, and technically left of us as well, but we won't mention that just yet. Alright, well, I mean, hey, if this is just going to grow on its own, then who am I to say no? And then we'll just have Beep come sit on that to get all the harvests and stuff. Well, if we ever needed to learn whether this is a base that they'll permanently take over or not, we're about to find out. Also, I like how you can definitely tell that they're swimming right now with that just incredible speed that they're showing right now. Is it because of my... It is! It's because of my wall! Oh my god, it's working! Look at that! Dude, that's so good. Imagine if we had a turret set up right there. Oh my god, that would be so good. Well, we do have some turrets. We're just not strong enough to kill these guys yet. But like, dude, that's gonna be so good. Okay. So they're freaking out, so let's go back over here into hiding. The prince wants their heads.
The prince will have their blood! Raise this place to the ground! Kill them all!
No, take your time. please. Yes, take as much time as you need. You can, like, barely see them right there. Oh, dude, I am so happy with how these walls are working out. Now, again, my big thing is, are they going to take over the place, or are they just gonna leave? I don't know. I'm trying to get a good sight of them without getting too close, but that's easier said than done. Let's move right here. Get a little closer. Okay. I think that's about as close as I'm willing to get. No, take your time. Do what you're gonna do. Don't let me keep you. Just, take your time. See, look at them. Look at these little hiver fish. Look at them. Thinking they're so cool and amazing. Dude, I'm just saying. Like, okay. And off they swim. Perfect. Perfect. Oh my goodness. I am so happy with this. Now, I'm going to wait for them to go away just a little bit more. Wait, wait. Who's moving over? Ava. Don't you do it. Last thing I want is them re-aggroing. Either way, though, this is proving to be a very good strategy. Not to mention, okay, now picture this, right? Imagine, I know it's a little hard to see, but say we have a wall right along this. No, I have an even better idea. Okay, wait. Okay, so this wall, see how it's in the water and they have to like, oh, we gotta swim in order to get into the actual base. Extend that, right? Extend it just a little bit. Then we do that really high arch right along the shoreline. Couple crossbow turrets right along the top of it. We're shooting down at them over our wall at them in the water. We bring them in once they're shot up enough. And then we eat them or convert them onto our side. This is perfect. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy with this. You know what? I think we're putting together a killer base defense plan. Also, I did set up a wall for the exact same reason right over here. This wall has to be a little bit longer just because the terrain is super wonk. But look at that. Right along to the water. So, they have to go, I'm swimming all the way over. Now, let me see. Oh, wait. Give me one sec. Okay. Only thing is... Oh, actually, no, this... Yeah, no, that actually works really well. Then I'm gonna do that. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Put a turret on that bad boy. Oh, they are gonna do so freaking well. Look at that. Look at the amount of crossbow. It's perfect. It's amazing. I'm so proud of this. I thought of this all by myself. I might have looked up ideal base locations, but I'm thinking of this harpoon trap all by myself. And I gotta tell you, I'm real proud of me. Now, I also want to extend this just a tiny bit more. Right. There. Perfect. Look at that. We're gonna get so much value out of harpoon and crossbow turrets. Okay, so. It's not perfect. I'm well aware of that. But it's darn good. Also, not sure what's going on with the rain. I think I'm moving my camera just a little bit too far. So, let's go over what we got. We have a really good vegetable farm. We have amazing water wells. And then we have someone doing the cooking. And even though it's not the best food in the world, these cooked vegetables are enough to actually keep us fairly happy and fed for the moment. We also have a growing bone dog, who, if you remember, had 70 stats at the start, and now has 97 in all of her stats. She's doing good. And I also think we're going to get a couple more bone dogs. At least I'm thinking about it. I do want us to be primarily hivers, but some garus to help us bring stuff around, some bone dogs to help us bring stuff around. It just seems like a really good idea. Not to mention, it's not like hivers don't use animals. But I don't know, if you guys think that it's a bad idea, maybe I won't do it. Also, look at this. 68 nutrition for cooked vegetables. Oh my goodness. Dude, I'm just saying, that's darn good for a tier 1 food. If anything, I actually think it's a little bit too high, but I'm not going to say no. So, at the moment, we're all looking pretty good. Trying to build up this wall as much as we can. But, what we're going to need... Oh, you know what? This is a really weird idea. What if we actually sell excess food for money, and then we come from like right here, and we go all the way down here to past the swamplands, past the deadlands. Well, actually, deadlands we could potentially get some mechanical hivers, which would be really, really nice. But we come over here to... Yeah, the Great Desert, basically. And then we just hire every single hiver slave that we come across and just hope a bunch of them join us for some really, really good early game hivers. And we can always just run to the Shek Kingdom or something to get people renamed. Because I know a couple of you already have names pending. And trust me, I haven't forgot. But, you know, we kind of got to get ourselves situated before we start using custom names. Which, hey, I'm just going to say, we're doing darn good for the moment. Also, can I... Is it possible to sneak in another ramp? No. Not unless we move this, which I'm really not willing to. So, maybe we can get a couple hiver... I would like princes to be our crossbow people. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Because soldiers won't be very good on crossbows or harpoons. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm really happy with this. This is such a nice location. Yeah, it's a little cluttered, and there's constantly rain. But the rain is just a good thing. Like, it's working out so nicely for us, and we're surrounded by hiver villages, which we could just go buy stuff at. Now, we can't take everyone. For example, they really dislike Lily at the core one and the northwest one below us. And they dislike Princess at the one above us. And then they also dislike... So, we would have to take Amber. Amber would have to go do all the buying. But still, even still, like, worst case, we come up to the cat village. It'll be fine. And even worser case, we make a run to Mongrel. Like, we're surrounded by a lot of really, really good options. We just have to make use out of it. And then, debatably, this could even be like Prisoner Island or something, right? Or this could be where we train. That way people are training out of harm's way, huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is all coming together. You know, I really can't tell why the rebel farmers hate me so much. They keep saying, oh, you're gonna pay for taking our leader. But bro, I have not done anything of the sort. But, there is one nice thing that's happening. You know how we have acid surrounding our base in the ocean? Yeah, for some reason, some of them are, glitching out during their attack. Also, Doondogs are immune to acid, huh? Good to know. But yeah, some of them are just kind of glitching out and swimming. So, I mean, if they hang out long enough, we're gonna be eating good tonight, boys! Of course, I have a sneaking suspicion that they're just gonna leave before that happens, but it's getting awfully close. Oh yeah, now they're all starting to leave. I don't know, though. It's kinda looking good. And some of them are hivers. Oh, they're slowing down. You guys are slowing down. What's the matter? Not gonna make it back to the shore? Yeah, you probably are. But yeah, no idea why they're attacking us. But, I mean, if we could elongate the bridge just a little bit more so that when they do attack us, this actually just kills them, I sense a very large source of food income. Now, let's go ahead and try and get back to our island. Are they going to turn around and try and attack me? No. Okay, let's all stop sneaking. Now, I am very, very tempted. Oh, wait. Some of them are actually coming back. Oh, wait, no. We can't decide. I would love to make use out of this. God, like, look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's so weak. He's so beaten up. Oh, where are your buddies? You know what? Oh, this might be evil of me. Now, how are they doing on this side? I would imagine better. Yeah, I don't really see anyone left. Yeah. Okay, you know what? If we can get there in time... Sorry, buddy. But, Hivers gotta eat. Just one shot, that's all it needs. One shot. Get him. One shot. And he's done. Oh, playing dead, are we? Well, not for long. Get him! Get him! Okay, he's still there. And num. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna say no, and I'll take your battle hoe. I can't really use these. Okay. I'm taking you back home. Now what's the best way to do this? Right here. He might just fully expire. I think we should be okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now let's bring our new friend over. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. So, if we can somehow make use of our little cages here, which we do have some of those rogue hivers that have been attacking us, but I don't really know how to make use of them, so we're just going to pick this guy up, get him out of the way. And then we'll put our new friend in the cage. And I think that's how it works. To be honest, I've never used this mod before, so a little bit unsure. Lily, put him in the thingy. Oh. Ah, well, if he wasn't dead before, he's dead now. What is a Dune Dog doing here? Okay, I'm just gonna ignore you for the moment. Don't we have a... Apparently we do not. Hang on. You know what? We should have some of these, huh? Let's do... 3 of them. Let's do boom, boom, boom. Okay, that should do us nicely. We do need some special building materials. Let's see. So you... Oh, dang it. You. I want all of you to go use this. Well, actually, wait. Someone has building materials on them. Good enough for me. Okay, this one should be simple enough. Put him in. Right? How do, Something doesn't appear to be working. Oh, there we go. Hey, that's working pretty good. So, can I... Oh. Yeah. Okay. Hey, I mean, it's working. So, yeah, that is working really nice. Okay. Okay, so... Excellent. As soon as this gets another one, I want someone to come build. Okay. Yoink. And now come build. Okay, now, princess, you put our friend in. He's a little bit unhappy. Actually, okay, theoretically, you know what? This actually gives us options. We could potentially recruit people, and if they don't join us, we eat them. Why turn to crime? Oh! Well, you had your chance. Little bit of a mess. By the way, I fully realize how weird it is for me to just be like, oh, yes, tiny bit of a mess, isn't it? Well, that went pretty good. Yeah, he's doing okay. He's just unconscious, you know? Could be much worse. And he's no longer unconscious. Okay, well, we got this up and going. So, how do we do this? Man, these are worth quite a bit. Well, I guess for now, we'll just put it away until I can figure out what I'm doing. I'll tell you what, I am having a heck of a time buying books because these five cannot buy anything at any of the local areas. They're considered no-go hives, but Princess can, so we're basically just running around the world with her. However, I couldn't help but notice someone special is sitting in this bar. Let's see, looking for a teacher. Yeah. You know what? 3K for another waifu princess? We take that. Yep, we take that. Now, I do have a couple names, so we're going to go ahead and give her one of those. But first, I kind of want her to get back safely. There's plenty of plastic surgeons around, so don't worry. I will be renaming both. I believe we can rename Bone Dog, so I will be changing someone's name to that. I will be changing Eyeball's name, and yeah, overall should be pretty good. Now, Eyeball, how much? Oh, you have 1 in athletics. Okay, so you're gonna have a little bit of trouble getting home. Let me see. There was someone else we could talk to. You. Looking for recruits. You're in luck. Do you have much experience? I do happen to be younger, but that does not make me any less lethal. Youth could be good. What is your skill set? Soldier, ambitious soldier drone. Let's see. What is your ambition? I will one day come back and reign over the rest of my hive brethren. Hey! That sounds familiar. It's one heck of a dream. What do you say, Red Hiveless? You need a new sword? Sounds good to me. Okay, well, I definitely don't have 8,000 cats. Well, yeah, I don't have enough. See, I would actually buy you if I had enough. Let's see. Yeah. What? He immediately starts attacking me? Wait a minute. We can actually put this to good use. Princess, move. Stop attacking. Move. Outside. Wait, what? What? Oh, that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. What? Ugh. That is so... So he attacks me. And then what? I swing at... Or no, you know what it was? It's because Eyeball swung at him. Ugh. That is so dumb, bro. When was our last... There was an autosave. You know what? Maybe we'll... Here it is. The moment we've been waiting for.
Imprisonment.
We could build cages. This would allow us to capture and interrogate certain people. Actually, this is starting to sound pretty wrong. Be careful we don't end up going down the wrong path. Nah! This couldn't possibly be the wrong path. Trust you me, I know exactly what we're gonna do, and it's gonna be great. Okay, so... Here is a quick rundown of everything we got done. Day 29, by the way, so we're actually making really good progress. I'm sure a speedrunner has probably done all this by, like, day 3, but still, hey, I'm not very good at the game. I'm going to give myself a pat on the back wherever I possibly can. So, here's what we got. And I know it's nighttime, I apologize for that. But, on the water, we now have some Mark II crossbows. These are going to do very, very nicely. Because water strats already work super well, so a crossbow that does more damage is just going to make it work even better. I went ahead and set up a second one, and then eventually we will upgrade all of these ones. this little swim field is just gonna be so good. Now, I do think I need to change my wall placement just a little bit because it's a little weird. Or I need to connect it all the way around. One or the other, we'll see. What I was thinking of doing is actually bringing both sets of walls and connecting them like right here. And then making, actually, here. And then making, if I can find it, you know what, let's do, okay, so like doing a gate right here, right? And then connecting the walls back this way. And then doing another gate right here. Basically, yeah, like right there or whatever. That way, they still have to swim through even more water, which is going to do a ton more damage to them. Yeah, basically something like that. See? So not only would they have to swim all the way around through the acid water, but then they would have to run through even more water, which we would have even more crossbow turrets, which are shooting them all along the way. So even if they did somehow manage to get in, they're going to be at like 1 health. We're going to be able to finish them off, no problem, and it's going to be great. Now, of course, hivers are immune to the whole acid water thing, which is kind of a problem considering the territory we're in. But still. Also, I think I have the first person we are going to use the prisoner poles on. This here rogue bowhiver. Honestly, I would not be upset if he loses his left and right arm. Since hiver limbs are really, really weak, I'm kind of fine with having a semi-mecha guy who's going to help us out. Maybe I'll fix him up. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not that cruel. I'm pretty cruel in this game, but I'm not that cruel. But look at this. Even look, Lily is even showing it off. Look at that. Okay. Well, if they're able to get up on the wall, that is a problem. Yeah, no, that's a problem. Okay, so maybe this little extension right here is not good. Maybe it dips too far down into the water. Regardless, though, I do think that this is going to be a relatively good plan. Especially if we loop it back around and then have like a little funnel right here. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be real good. But for the moment, here's what we got food-wise. We have more food than I know what to do with. Some of it is better than others. I'm not sure why that is. I guess sometimes it just doesn't come out quite right. I really don't know. But yeah, we have an entire barrel full of food that's just like ready to go. Anyone can eat at any time. And we still have more on the way. And then Amber is making some patties. And then if we come into my little shack over here, we also have a ton of food waiting right here. Sure, it doesn't, you know, feed a whole lot, but it's still food. And then, of course, we have all these, which we've just collected from people getting beaten up and putting them on our poles. So, as far as food, we're pretty much good to go. I went ahead and set up 4 beds so that we're able to actually heal up our people when they get injured. 4 of them seems pretty good, considering the amount of people we have. We have an area for water. We have a very nice storage tank, which is already full. Princess, can you please come in here? Thank you. And then over here, we have some raw copper storage, some raw stone storage, raw iron storage, and then we're currently building some building material storage and 1 iron plate, 1 copper plate. So this is basically going to be like our little storage area. It's not the prettiest, but it, you know, it gets the job done. Why are you getting stuck? It's easy, isn't it? What? What is happening? Okay, come on. Princess. Why are you suddenly stuck? There's nothing there. Princess. Oh my god. Okay, Ava, come pick her up. Ava? Ava! What is going on? This was not happening before. Pick her up. The machine is full. Great. Weird. Okay, I don't know why that's happening. Maybe we have too much stuff just, like, stuffed into here? I'm not entirely sure. But then again, Princess is really choosing the weirdest way to do things, so I don't know. She's just kind of doing her own thing. Ever since she lost her arm, she hasn't quite been the same. But yeah, overall, fairly happy with our layout here. And then these are copper resources, which can give us up to 150%, and we have a ton of them. Then we have an iron deposit, and I'm currently working on some fishing nets so that we're able to actually get some fish generation, because I think hivers pay a good amount for them. Not 100% sure on that, but if nothing else, we can actually make more food out of them. And then this one little windmill is just doing so much work for us. It's legit all the power we need for now. It's doing great. It's doing wonderful. And then, yeah, overall, that's basically it. So we're fully started and set up. We have a good amount of people. We got 3 new followers in this episode, 2 of which do need to be renamed, and I am fully aware of that. Don't worry, we're gonna get all of your guys' names in. Eyeball and Bone Dog are both going to be renamed. And if you guys want to be any kind of dog, let me know, because we're going to have quite a few Bone Dogs, and eventually we're going to have the Bone Dog who's up here, who we saw earlier, who's, like, insane. But, another thing I do want to say, if you guys have any tips and tricks, feel free to put it down in the comments. I am not perfect at Kenshi. I mean, you've probably seen that from this episode alone. I am not perfect at this game. I try. I really am trying my hardest, because I would like it to be entertaining, but I'm not, you know, there's room for improvement. There's definitely room for improvement. But, with that, and the finishing of the prisoner polls, I believe that is going to do it for this episode of Kenshi. So, what I'm going to do now, I want to set up these poles. Ideally not that close to the water. Yeah, right here should work. Let's do... and... 4 of them should do. I mean, chances are we're not going to be filling all 4 of them up at the same time, so... you know, these 4 should be totally fine. Now, I am really debating doing some cheesy import things to get us a ton of extra money. I've been holding off because I don't want to cheat in this game, even though the game will cheat you, and they literally give you the option to cheat as much as you want. I'm going to try not to, even though it would be nice to have a ton of extra money. But, you know, it certainly is a thought in my head. But regardless, that is going to do it for this episode of Kenshi. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you want any extra names, because in the next one, we are going to start mass recruiting, and we're going to seriously build up our army. So, this is basically the calm before the storm. We don't have very many people now, but come in the next the next episode, I want to end with at least double the amount of people we have now. Maybe 2 or 3 more dogs. And overall, I think we're going to have quite the army ahead of us. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Kenshi, and I will see you in the next one.